Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. B Clothing here at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive. I'm Chris. He's Tim Sitzman. As we continue with a tradition unlike any other, it's Sitzman's Picks.
We're right on it
Cyclone
again,
Fanatic.
aren't we? It's another year, and here we go.
Locks.
Yeah.
Absolute stone cold lead pipe locks that Sitzman and I bring you each and every summer as we look forward to the college football season. Before we do that today, Tim, I had the opportunity to go down to Ole Miss last year for an Ole Miss LSU game.
Wow.
I like how they all dress up for games.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. I would like to see that tradition here at Iowa State.
I would love to see that. I'll tell you, going to market as I do in New York, when all the southern stores come in, they all dress better than all us guys up north. I mean, they really know how to put everything together. But they still do. At Ole Miss, they still go to games with a sport coat on, as we did in Iowa and Iowa State in the 60s.
Did you really?
Iowa definitely was a dress-up school.
Interesting.
And they wore a lot of sport coats. Mac, who works for us, he used to go to the games in sport coats in the 70s. So
did you ever see the outfit that I wore to the Ole Miss game?
No.
I'll have to show it to you.
I'd love to see it. But those folks like to dress up, and they love to look their best. You know, we at Mr. B's think that everybody does a little better when they dress up. So
I would agree.
We try to show you how to do that. And we're at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive, Iowa. Beautiful Clive, Iowa, I might add. And we invite you to come in, all you fanatics, and say hello.
We got some cardinal and gold ties.
We do.
Right back there.
We do. In fact, we have another one. There's a UNI tie, a cardinal and gold tie. We might have sold. We have all the schools here. We try to do the Hawks. We do all three schools. We try not to show favoritism when we're on our sales floor, but we know we have some Iowa State fans. We have some UNI guys. We have some Iowa guys. And we have some Drake guys around here.
You got to show them all love.
Got to show them all love.
All right, we've got Iowa State. We both agreed a 1-2 start to the season.
Yes, we did.
This is where this little pocket of games, the next quarter of the season,
you got to tell me about San Jose State. I don't know. I have no feel on that.
I'd be a liar if I told you I'm like an expert on San Jose State football at this point. I know they got a quarterback coming back who's pretty good. He's going to be one of the top players in their conference. They got a decent little coaching staff behind them. They're not picked to finish too highly though in their league. This is a game Iowa State should win. You want to look at compare it to last year, or the last 2 years, for instance. You're replacing Toledo,
right?
Ironically, Toledo,
right,
with San Jose State. This is where the schedule gets a lot better,
right?
These next two games, because instead of playing at Baylor last year with that juggernaut of a team, you get Baylor this year, and we have no idea what they're going to be like at that point in the season. So these are two, I think, winnable. I think you win San Jose State. Baylor, I mean, you got a shot to win that game. I don't know if I'm going to pick it, but you got a real shot to win that one.
Well, in last week's predictions, when I said, hey, the first three, if they came out 2-1 out of those first three games, this is a shot at a bowl game. This is the opportunity. This is the week of There are 3 weeks of opportunity for them. I think San Jose State may be the first time we see the offense really spark up and see some high scoring.
Yeah,
I really think so. I think that'll be a fun game. And then when we get into Baylor, I think Baylor's going to be struggling. I think they're going to have some. They'll be a good football team. Don't misunderstand me, but it's not going to be the football team we saw.
Yeah, I think Art Briles was so important just to the mojo that Baylor program had. I think they've had good players, but you see it in sports across the board a lot of times. A coach can make a huge difference. And
no question.
This Jim Grobe, he's by all means a great guy, but he's pretty much been fired everywhere he's gone.
Right. Other than
1 or 2 places. What makes us think that he's just going to come coach this team to a Big 12 title? I don't believe it will happen. I think it's a 7-5, 8-4 football team by the end of the year.
Right, and so I think we have an opportunity of that. I predict the San Jose State to go our way, and I think we can get Baylor.
So you got 2 wins?
I got 2 wins. So now we're on our way. Now we'll talk about the next game.
I'm going to pick a win against San Jose State. I'm going to take the loss against Baylor, but I like where you're at there. Next game is probably the second toughest game on the schedule, third, I guess, and that would be at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I think they're really good. I think Mason Crosby is I think he's going to go on to be one of the better.
That's a tough game, and I have to put that in the loss column. I had it on the loss column on the road again.
I just called him Mason Crosby. It's Mason Randolph.
Yeah.
Stud quarterback.
He's good, and they're good. So I think we'll play him tough. I think we should be we should be at that point of the season knowing what we got. Barring any injury and stuff, we should see some improvement. So I think they'll play them within a 10-point game, but I think it's all Oklahoma State in the end.
Okay, so we're halfway through the season now.
Right.
And you've got the Cyclones at
3-3.
3-3. I think anybody watching this would sign up for that right now.
Right.
And I've got them at 2-4. But I also like some of the easiest part of the schedule by far is the second half of the schedule for Iowa State. When you look ahead, next week's video, we'll do the third quarter of games. It's at Texas, Kansas State, and Oklahoma. But then you've got Kansas, Texas Tech, and West Virginia to round out the season. The bottom half of the Big 12 is in the second half of Iowa State.
They have a good shot at those 3 wins that I'm talking about. But that Baylor game could be the pivotal game.
That's a great point. All right, well, get on down here to Mr. B Clothing. Like I said, you don't want the SEC fans to show you guys up. Show up and look like a classy Cyclone fan.
I'm waiting for the Cardinal or gold blazer to be good, and I'll have it on one of these times we do this, Chris. But these high blue colors have been really dynamic.
Looks sharp.
And we're selling a lot of them rather than the old dull navy. So we have a lot of fun things to show you. You know what? Football is not far around the corner, and those cold winds are not far around the corner.
It's true.
So
scarves, we're going to have some scarves.
Scarves, gloves, outerwear. We're going to have heavier trousers.
I see you have like a luxury T-shirt over there, too.
Very nice T-shirt. So we got some undergarments, as
nice.
they say. So come on down and see us. Mac, Mike, John, Andy, Ryan, myself, who is Tim. We're all here to serve you. Come on in and see us. Great to be back with Chris Williams. It's been a while. The summer was off. Now we're into football.
We will be back next week. We'll have the second half of the season coming up. SITZMANN'S Picks, as I mentioned, it's a tradition unlike any other. And we'll attempt to irritate some fan base here in the next few weeks.
We do it pretty well, I think.
We sure do. Thanks for watching, everybody.